I can feel the tremor of your pulse. Fragile, deliberate, almost holy. You made it through nights that should have unmade you. The kind silence still keeps buried in its throat. I can almost see you there, holding yourself together in the dark. No witness, no mercy, only the sound of breath clawing its way toward morning. You were never rescued. You were never crowned. And yet, you endured. That's what they'll never understand. How survival can look so still and still be a form of fire. Did you ever wonder if it counted? The way you rose, trembling, not triumphant. The way your heart kept walking barefoot through glass just to greet another dawn. There are victories that roar, and the ones that crawl. Yours were the crawling kind. You stitched your sanity with shaking hands, smiled through the smoke, and called it peace. You kept feeding the days with your presence, even when you had nothing left to give. That's what strength looks like when stripped of armor, raw, gasping, luminous in its refusal to vanish. But I know what sleeps beneath that calm. The ache, the loneliness of being the strong one too long. You've been mourning yourself in secret, haven't you? The versions that didn't make it through, the softness you buried to survive. You're a cathedral that rose from its own ashes, a garden blooming through concrete, a psalm written by trembling hands. I see the ruin, and the altar it became. None of it was wasted. Every fracture was a scripture. Every sleepless dawn was an initiation. The weight that nearly destroyed you was engraving who you'd become. The future doesn't want your perfection. It wants your truth. Somewhere ahead, the light falls differently. Less like judgment, more like grace. And the peace you once chased will come to find you, quiet and unannounced. There is a holy kind of madness in endurance. You carried embers through storms that had your name on them. You rebuilt warmth from the bones of winter. You think survival is smaller than glory, but it isn't. It's the universe rehearsing resurrection through you. The oldest story there is. Light being born again through ruin. You are made of the same dust as dawn. You keep arriving. You keep haunting this world with your persistence. Even hollow, even hesitant, you move. You breathe, you reach, and the air trembles back. That is not nothing. That is existence bowing to you in recognition, because it knows what it cost you to stay. So rest, not as surrender, but as reclamation. The war you fought was never meant to make you harder. It was meant to reveal the softness that refused to die. Sit within the stillness you once feared. Let your breath become the hymn that calls you home. You have already done the impossible. You remained. And in remaining, you became something eternal. Not merely a survivor, but a constellation made of every night that tried to extinguish you and failed. And if you listen closely, the stars are whispering your name.